In a recent question, I was asked, should we still be buying the luxury bags we lust for? I'll be answering that and a little more. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Andri. Today we are discussing, should we still be buying luxury? Well, actually, this is how the question went. The question came from the end of the world as we know it. Thank you so much for your question. And she says, I assume it's a she. She says, you look beautiful as always. This is driving me crazy. My dream purse has always been Louis Vuitton. I still think design wise, they are the cutest. But I can't help but worry. What is going on behind closed doors? What about Coach? Who knows what is safe? Do you purchase such brands because it's a dream? Or do you not because of the worry? What about everyone who carries said brands? Should they feel guilt? Should I feel guilt for wanting luxury? Wow. And I think this question comes from the video that I had made about Dior and everything that had gone on with Dior and how certain bags were made, and I'm not going to get into that now, but I'll link that video below. There have been many videos made on that subject, and it's not just Dior, it's other brands. And like I mentioned in that video, you know, Dior is under this umbrella, okay, but that is all explained in that video. I'm going to specifically answer these questions now. She says, this is driving me crazy. My dream purse has been a Louis Vuitton. I still think design wise. And I think there's always going to be controversy about brands, how they're made, you know, whether they're high end, low end. And like I said in that video of mine, I was very much surprised that high-end brands were using cheap labour to produce these items, because there's no need to it. The prices that they charge, there's absolutely no need to be going down that route, you know, of illegal immigrants, of unsafe machinery and cheap labour and all of that. There's no excuse for all of that, because they are charging the prices. You know, when you see other brands, and I don't want to mention any of them in this video, but we all know certain brands that are extremely cheap, you know, it's not rocket science. We obviously know that, you know, things are made in not a good environment. They're using cheap labour, you know, to be able to produce, you know, those items so cheaply, so inexpensive, you know, it's obvious what's happening. But when you're paying thousands upon thousands upon thousands, you're not expecting things to be done in that manner, in that disgraceful manner. But, you know, we as one person can't stop that. And if you're really dreaming of that item, like, you know, if you're, you know, when you really want that item, that ultimate item for you, different items mean different things to different people. And if you're not into luxury, you're not going to understand that feeling in the same way if you're not into art, if you're not into cars, whatever it is that your passion lies with. And if your passion lies with luxury and you really want that Louis Vuitton bag, then I'm gonna say go for it. I'm honestly, that's my feelings. By you not buying that bag, it's not gonna stop this happening. Hopefully with us here on YouTube putting it out there, people talking about it, hopefully that's gonna stop it. With it going on social media, I think it's things like that that put pressure on for these companies to do something about it. Yes, As long as we are buying these things and keep on buying them, they're going to keep making them. They are going to keep making them. Sales have gone down, but you know, is it because of that, or is it because of, you know, the way the prices have gone? And a lot of people say the quality has also gone down. So it's not for me to say to you, yes, go and buy it. Would I go and buy it? Would this stop me? You know, if I really wanted a bag, I had the funds for the bag, I had been saving for this bag, in all honesty, I would buy the bag. That's me being honest with you. In the same way, I've seen many YouTubers make videos about this saga that's gone on, you know, with the cheap labour, with this, that and the other, and then you see them vlogging in Dior, and okay, maybe they've not bought Dior, but by then being in Dior, they are promoting Dior. So yeah, do I love my Dior bag? Absolutely, I love my Dior bag. This is a bag, I think it's one of the most beautiful bags. I've probably not even used it that much. No, I think the name Lady Dior is such a lady bag. It's a lady bag, ladylike bag. It is an absolutely beautiful bag, and mine is the classic bag. So I have this bag. So who am I to say to you, don't buy the bag? You know, who am I to judge? I'm not going to judge anybody for buying what they want to buy. Each to their own. I'm a great believer in that. You know, go ahead and buy your bag. I'm not going to judge you. It's your money. It's what you want to do. It's what you feel comfortable with. So that's how I feel about going and getting your dream bag and what makes you happy. So that's my answer to your dream purse, okay? That has always been Louis Vuitton. And then you go on to say, I still think design wise, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely, if that's what your passion is, that's what your passion is, and that's what you go with. That's absolutely what you go with. But what I would say to you is, make sure that's what you want, and you're not being influenced because of what you're watching, who you're following. And sometimes we watch videos on items and unboxings and whatever, and we are influenced into buying something that we didn't really want. But if it's something that you truly want, absolutely get it. And if you can afford it, absolutely get it. You know, life is short. It really is. And if it's going to bring you a bit of joy, yeah. But if you're buying it because your favourite influencer has unboxed it, or because it's the in thing on YouTube, I'd say no, absolutely not. Then you go on to say, I can't help worry about what's going on behind closed doors. When I bought my bags, I didn't know if anything was going on behind closed doors. I didn't even think about it. I assumed, like I said earlier on, because of the prices that I was paying, that nothing was going on behind closed doors. Do we actually know what's going on behind closed doors? None of us really do. It's very easy to put the blinkers on, I know, but we all have to do it with what makes us feel comfortable at the end of the day. If you're going to buy the bag and then you're going to worry about how it was made, it's not worth it. How many of us buy a bag, in all honesty, if we're going to be true to ourselves, how many of us buy the bag and think, oh, I wonder if it was made in an ethical way? Or are we going, I got a Chanel bag, ooh, my bag that I've always wanted, ooh. Right, let's be honest. Let's be honest here, you know. Okay, the next question here is, do you purchase such brands because it's a dream, or do you not because of the worry? I don't know, that's, I purchased these bags. A Chanel bag for me was, at that point, I always wanted a Chanel bag, and I purchased it because that's what I wanted. That's what I truly wanted. You have no idea the amount of research I put into this bag. Not how it was made, the research that I was doing at the time, bearing in mind I'm going back many a year now. It was apparently done by artisans, and you know, and there was like hand stitching here and and all of that. And it was a dream for me to own the classic Chanel flap. Was a dream, and honestly I've never regretted having it. It still gives me the same thrill. That bag is, I don't care what people are saying now, it's not worth it, it's not that, it's, and I know it's very expensive now. People, I didn't go wrong when I bought it, because it's now worth a lot more than I paid for it. And in all honesty, it still looks exactly the same. And you all know, those of you that watch me, I use my bags. I use them. I'm not the type of person that's going to use my bag and worry about it and be really precious about it. I respect it, you know, I respect, but I'm not overly precious. I'm going to enjoy it. You know, I'm 59 years old. I'm going to make the most of using it, and then it's going to get passed down to my daughter-in-laws and my grandchildren at the end of the day. So I want to be able to enjoy it whilst I'm here. So I don't know what point I was making there. Let me remind myself on the question. Yeah, what's going on behind closed doors? I didn't know what was going on behind closed doors when I bought it. I assumed it was made by artisans, and I still hope it was. So yeah, for me, owning a Chanel bag was, I don't know if it was a dream. I think dreaming about a bag is kind of an extreme thing to say, but it was something that was up there for me. It was definitely something I wanted. It was something, yeah. And again, if you're not into bags, you're never going to get that. You're never going to understand that feeling of, yeah, I got a Chanel bag. And then she goes on to say, what about everyone who carries said brands? So what do I think about people that carry these brands? Dior. Will I stop carrying my Dior bag? Absolutely not. No way. I purchased my bag. I bought my bag. It's my bag. I will absolutely, why would I stop? Why would I stop buying the bag? Whatever's happened to make the bag has happened. By me not wearing the bag is not going to stop that. That's not going to stop. By me not wearing the bag. It's different me promoting, knowing what I know now. That's a different thing. But these bags, I've bought them. Why would I stop wearing them? Absolutely not. Do I dislike my bag because of what's happened? No, absolutely not. Now, I'm not talking about the brand. I'm talking about my specific bag. Now again, do I dislike the brand? I don't dislike the brand itself. It's got amazing history. I don't like what I've recently heard about the brand. Will it stop me from purchasing from the brand? Now that's a very hard question for me, because I'm at a stage in my life where I'm happy with my collection. At the most part, I'm happy where I'm at. I don't feel I'm needing anything else. Sometimes I think about the Petit Mal. I still think about it. But I'm happy. I don't get that when I see somebody unboxing a new bag or the It bag, it doesn't give me the thrill anymore. I'm quite happy where I am. I'm at the age where I'm quite content with where I am in life, and I'm not chasing the next bag. So it's very hard for me to answer the question of would I still support these brands. If I really, if there was a bag that I really wanted, like if I looked at it and I went, wow. For example, Petit Mal, the Louis Vuitton Petit Mal. It comes under this umbrella, as does Dior. Would I not buy it because of what's been going on with Dior, and you know, if things weren't made ethically and all of that? If I had to be utterly honest with you, I would still buy the Petit Mal. I would still buy it. And then she asks, should I feel guilt for wanting luxury? Absolutely not. Why feel guilty about something as innocent as wanting luxury? It's something that makes you feel good. Then absolutely go for it. Absolutely go for it, I say. So that's my thoughts on the questions. Thank you so much again for your questions. I wanted to make a separate video on this subject. I didn't want to add it onto the vlog because there's lots of people that watch the vlogs that are not really into luxury bags and things like that. But yeah, I've always said, you know, if something's gonna bring you a bit of joy, then why not? And I mean, I've had this for years and years and years. It stood the test of time. It still looks as good, and I still absolutely love it. Like I do my Louis Vuitton bags, the bags that I have, I put a great deal of thought into them before buying them. I didn't just buy kind of just for buying sake or anything like that. I've built quite a collection for different occasions. There's different colours here that, you know, when I'm going out, I just have to go to the shelves and pick a bag to match an outfit. I don't have to go and buy a bag and a new pair of shoes to match my outfit, because I've now built a nice classic collection that will suit any of my outfits, and I love it. And it's a collection that I feel I can pass down. They're all classics. I've always bought classics, so they never date. They'll never date, the bags that I've bought. It's a very hard subject when we know, when, like myself, I have made a video on how bad these factories are. You know, it's up to the head of the companies to sort these situations out. They have no excuse because of the prices that they are charging. They are charging mega prices. So this shouldn't be happening on luxury items. They are luxury items for a reason. You know, they're not your Temu or your Shein or any of that. They are charging big prices in the hope that we are getting the creme de la creme. That's what we should be getting. Certainly my bags are great quality, and like I said, they look like the day I bought them. So, and I feel when I pass them down, they're still going to look exactly the same. And again, I have used my bags. I'm not one for not using them. I recently spoke about the lady that got thrown off a plane because she refused to put her bag under the seat. People, you know, when we're paying that amount of money for a bag, it should withstand it sitting on the floor under a seat, is my opinion. If you're so worried about it, put it in its dust bag and sit it under the floor. If you're so worried about it, at the end of the day, don't take it with you. Put it in your carry-on. I've recently spoken about that in a vlog. You know, these bags are well made. They should be able to take some amount of wear. You know, they're not delicate items. These are good leather, solid leather items. Okay, and you know, if something happens to them, you can take them back and get them fixed. I did that with my Chit Métis. I took it back to Louis Vuitton. I got that sorted out. I've made videos on all of that. So you've got that comeback with these luxury items as well. Okay, I'm going off on other subjects now. I'm gonna close off the video, and if you've watched so far and you're not already subscribed, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe to the channel, and a thumbs up is always very much appreciated. If you would like to see more videos from me, as always, I will link one here and here, and I'll place an A right here, which will make it absolutely easy for you to follow. And hopefully I'll see you on one of these. Bye!